Hey guys, Justin here with Roots and Ruins. Today I'm in northern Indiana on Salamonie Lake exploring an old abandoned road. So come along with me and see what we can find. To get to the old road, we have to pass through a site that used to be an old farm. And so before we hit the road, we're going to check this area out here and see if we can't find any old ruins of the farm. Oh wow, I didn't expect this. Check this out. It's a basement to the old house that used to sit here. That looks like the old well house. There's some more stuff over there we'll check out here in a second. This was totally unexpected. I was not expecting to find this, to say the least. Usually on these Army Corps lands, when they come in and buy everything up, they bulldoze and fill all these holes in, but it seems like they completely forgot this. We only scratched the surface. I still got a lot more to explore, so we're going to continue walking here. Looks like a catch basin or an old septic tank of some sort there. At first I thought it was a well. If you explore these old places, that's one thing you got to be careful of, is to watch where you're stepping, because those old wells, they're usually buried under a bunch of leaves, and you definitely don't want to fall into those. That right there is what is really scary. That's an old cistern. I'm gonna try to get a light down in there and see what it looks like. See how deep that is? Definitely makes me a little nervous standing here, so I'm gonna get out of here before I fall into something. All right, we're gonna move on from that old farm. Now I'm gonna try to find the road, the old road that went by it. Back in the day before the Salamonie Lake was created, there was a road that ran along the shore of the river. And when they made the lake, they had to buy up all the land and build a new road. And instead of ripping up the old concrete and stuff and the asphalt, they just abandoned it and built a new highway south of it, or north of it, my bad. And now we can see the remnants of it. And I found a couple maps to show it too, so you can take a look at those. Looks like I found the old road. You see the old asphalt. I'm gonna head one direction here because I think I saw what looked like a bridge on an old map. So we're gonna go take a quick look here and see if it is or not. Well, yeah, there is an old bridge, more like a culvert really, but the water's still flowing there. You can see that retaining wall there fell down. But yeah, the road runs right up there. No rails, of course. Why would you need them in the 50s? And water's flowing. So I'm gonna head back up here and get a shot from up top. Here's one side and the other. See the road here. All right, we're heading the other direction now on the road. Right now I'm going to try to follow it down to what I think is another bridge, and then eventually out to the lake itself. So we're doing a little bit of walking. There's a good shot of the next bridge here. I haven't gone over yet, so we'll see what it's looking like, but I would say that's more of a bridge than a culvert. Let's get a closer look. Well, I just busted my ass, so that was cool. Remember earlier when I said to watch where you're going, watch your step? Well, apparently I didn't heed my own advice there. Here we are on top of the bridge. You can see the bridge is not in great shape. Asphalt is just falling through. See pieces of the concrete down in there falling through. So I'm not gonna mess around on this bridge for too long. I'm gonna get moving here. I'm gonna try to do it quickly and easily. I don't want to fall in and get trapped. That would just be stupid. Here's a better look of the collapse on that. See some of that culvert pipe in there, that corrugated pipe, and the sides just completely collapsed in. All right. Oh wow, here's another bridge I was not expecting. It has completely washed all this out here. This bridge seen better days, that's for sure. It looks like that water is just going to keep eating away around it, and probably in a few years they'll just completely bypass it. So far I'm blown away by just the things that I've found so far. It's really hard to look at old maps and old aerial photography and see what's really on something like this. And I suspected there was going to be 2 bridges, but I didn't expect 3. And so far it's been very cool. Well, the road led to this thick brush up in here, or right along the shore here, but this is going to suck to get through. Just a testament to nature. No matter what we build, it will grow back, and it'll eventually not even be there. I mean, I'm walking on this asphalt right now, and there's a bunch of these trees that you can see around me. So it's just crazy. All right, we're out of the thick of it now. Wasn't as bad as I thought, but still, these little scrubby branches, they just pull on your gear, and you always have double checking everything as you're walking through. You don't want to lose anything. But here we are. So technically the road keeps going up and curves that way, so we're going to try to keep following it here. This is probably the best looking section of road we've seen so far. Look at that. You think that was dumped here, or was here when they were driving? One of you guys can identify what car this came from, I'd appreciate it. So the road runs here and into that thicket, but I think I might be able to get around over there. If I can avoid going into that, I will. Now we can see a little easier all down the road there, some telephone poles. They've been cut off so they don't affect boat travel, but it's still pretty cool to see them. Of course, I had to get nasty mud as I'm on the home stretch here. That leads up to what I think is a bridge embankment, but I don't know if I want to get involved in that, so I'm going to try to go around here. It's interesting, the road stops here. There isn't a whole lot of an embankment or anything like that, and then it just starts back over there. What's even more interesting is there's two bridge embankments, or whatever you want to call them, over there, so let's go check those out. Yeah. See, the interesting thing is, you know, over there where the road ended is what I can see on aerial photos. And I have aerial photos from 1951. But I have no, like, historic photos of this area here. It almost looks like it was either a train trestle went across it, or just a much older bridge. But I have nothing to show for it, but it's very cool nonetheless. Well, this is pretty much the end of the road. I can't really cross the river here, so I'm going to start working my way back and see if there's anything else I see along the way. You can see the highway up there, and that's essentially what replaced this road here. Let's see a better look at it. Oh, it's nice. There was a guy before me who blazed the trail. It was me. It sucked. I'm not doing it again. It's not too long of a walk, but overall it's about 2.25 miles this whole trip. So it's a good little day hike. But it's beautiful out today. A little windy, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. At least it's not raining. Passing by the ruins on our way back out. Still my favorite thing I've found on this trip so far. But I can see the car, so good. I'll get back up there and head on out. All right, I made it back. I'll load my gear here and we'll get out of here. All right, I made it back home. Appreciate you guys coming with me today. If you like videos like that, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Roots and Ruins. I appreciate you guys' support, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one.